You got something to say? You want to add to the show? What are you waiting for? Don't just sit there. Say something. Now, back to the studio with Rod.
Welcome back to the show, everybody, for the overtime segment. Ryan, do you need to get to the back? Our technical producer, he's just going to sit on the couch. It is overtime for Emerald Water. They've been very active on social media, if you've noticed.
Oh, yeah.
Follow them on Twitter, Emerald Water, YQR, Instagram, what have you. Our poll is up right now. You can vote for the Rockstar of the Day for Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions. Alan, the intern, writes, the Asian sensation, writes in and says, Rich Sutter is the man of the people. And that is why he is the Rockstar of the Day. From the Asian sensation, Alan, the intern. Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions is Saskatchewan's only full-service supply chain company. Strategic sourcing, PO creation, and order expediting, VMI and vending solutions, and free delivery are just a few of the supply chain services we provide. If your company needs it, Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions can get it for you. Price, quality, service. Rockstar Supply Chain Solutions is helping Saskatchewan companies buy better. John Lynch will get the first Rockstar of the Day hat when it's delivered in here, and it will be delivered shortly. Darnell was watching today from Rockstar. He was in Frontier, Saskatchewan today, the home of Rhett Warner. He's got one prototype made, and it's beautiful.
Doesn't look good.
And we've all agreed that it's going to Lynch, because you know he's going to wear it every day. And Lynch will make his return to the bunker tomorrow live in here. And the way I think about this, last week, when I picked him up at his home, and it was on my Instagram story, and we had hip-hop music thumping in the back. That doesn't seem like that long ago. That seems like a couple of days ago. Now, for us, the days are going very fast. The weeks are going very fast. And believe me, I think about it all the time. I'm incredibly grateful that that's the case. I've been thinking a lot about the CFL players, and to a certain extent, the coaches too, and anybody that's frozen, frankly, in this situation. I was writing a friend in the States today. I said, I have not been bored 1 millisecond, not one. But that's just me. I think that has a lot to do with the mental training that I've undergone in the last 2, 3, 4 years. But if you know, what's that Snickers commercial, not going anywhere for a while?
Yeah.
Grab a Snickers bar. Folks, a lot of people aren't going anywhere for a while. I understand a lot are going back to work too, and that's cool, but a lot of people aren't. You know, and all I can say is I don't know what they're going through. I'm just glad that I'm going through where I'm at. Is that fair?
It's absolutely fair. Yeah.
Not like I haven't gone through my crap, by the way.
You have.
Okay? Yeah.
Yeah, we've all gone through it. I'm the same way. You know, it feels like the last game I called feels like a decade ago.
What was it?
It would have been a Blades game. I don't even remember the last game I called. But it's out of mind. I don't spend time, like you said, worrying about the past.
Don't think about it.
Right? I don't think about it. So it feels like, you know, forever ago, but then at the same time, the days go by so fast that it does feel like yesterday. So, yeah, I see both sides of it. But you're right. I've never been bored. Continue to move on. I think that's the best way to deal with it.
Well, I don't want to make an example of Adam on the tractor because he's a friend of mine. He came to one of my social media seminars in Saskatoon, but he said, I miss the Stanley Cup playoffs. I miss training camp. I miss baseball scores. We all do. But to, frankly, sit and think about it, and he's not the only guy. I see it all over the place. You must, too.
Oh, yeah.
You know, there's a ton of fake news out there, by the way, which I will, again, give Randy Ambrosie the credit for just nipping in the bud. Mm-hmm. You know, the stuff about, players can report if they've got the proper paperwork and this and that. Well, clearly that's not the case because they're not playing until September. Yeah. So Randy really did drop the hammer on that. And actually, that reminds me, I had some good messages come in here on the Prairie Mobile text line. I should read them. Shane writes, the town hall stream is still available at the link, cfl.ca. I listened to it driving home last night. Randy redeemed himself after the federal mess-up. So that's good. I have not seen it yet, and I don't need to see it. I'm going by all the coverage. The quotes are really all you need to see. I would have liked to have seen his facial expression, but I can live without it. Jim Wagner writes in, he says, can you please give us the different categories for the ultimate quarterback? We're going to be talking about that tomorrow. Jim, thanks for writing in. This is no exact thing, but Natea J has started a podcast, Ball for All podcast, and I think it was his first guest was Trevor Harris. And they were talking about the ideal quarterback, who's got the best arm, who's got the best IQ, football IQ, who's got the best feet, who's got the best swagger. That's 4 categories that I saw.
And I want to add leadership.
Sure.
I want to make sure that's part of it.
So that's 5.
So I think you got 5 categories. Arm, head, swagger, feet, and leadership.
I'm just typing in Nate Ajay on Instagram so I can find his. I got to be honest, man. These players that are so cool. He found somebody, Nate, to draw up Bo Levi's body, Matt Nichols' head, Vernon Adams' legs, and put them all into one body on his. So I actually wrote the guy. It's David Corona. I said, will you do that for me? Guy hasn't written me back yet. But I will tell you that my perfect quarterback looks nothing like Trevor Harris's perfect quarterback. And Trevor couldn't vote for himself either, by the way.
Okay.
So here it is. Nate's The All Ball Podcast first guest was O'Shea Brissett from the Raptors. So that's part of what we'll be talking about tomorrow. I guess Randy Ambrosie brushed on the pay-per-view concept for the CFL yesterday. I didn't see that. And he basically said it's not happening. And I don't just say it on this show. I said it on my last show. I can't stand the what-if game. I hate playing the what-if game because we've played it from time to time. Most sports talk shows, that's all they do is the what-if game.
Yeah.
But we had a question on the poll last week or the week before. What would you pay for a CFL pay-per-view? And people just went absolutely nuts that it was coming. It was just a hypothetical question. What would you pay on a pay-per-view for one CFL game? And I knew what Randy said. They've got a television contract as it stands right now. They're not going to switch it to go to pay-per-view. I guess that's what he said yesterday. I didn't see it. But you see why I hate the what-if game? It's a little like you said and Strudwick said, looking too far down the line creates anxiety and it puts your mind there, and there are no unknown. There's no for certains, actually. Sorry.
Yeah. Too many unknowns. Yeah,
right.
I completely agree. But Randy came and set everything straight, and I think he just did an outstanding job yesterday. When Randy speaks, I listen, right?
Yeah.
He has my attention when he speaks, and I trust what comes out of his mouth, and I believe him, and that's, to me, the sign of a good leader. So for me, it's just I want to hear more of that. Now, not just to hear him every day, just to hear him when he has news, but when he keeps everybody abreast of the situation. And now he's created the expectation. September is when we're starting, if we're starting. So don't sit here worrying about, are we going to have football next week? Are we going to be able to go to the game in June?
Right.
Can I make plans for July? No. CFL, September now is what we can look forward to. So
hang on. I got to stop you.
Yeah.
That's what I talked about in the rollout. We can look forward to September. It's given us hope. But he was very clear.
Oh, yeah.
To say that is not a guarantee that they're playing in September.
Right. But what I mean is you can go about your summer now.
Until then,
not
yes.
worrying about whether the CFL is playing or not in June and July. You can spend your summer being like, look, there is no expectation of CFL over the summer, so I don't have to worry about it. That's what I like.
There was a comment about the Flames jersey not that many comments ago. Clark, would you mind throwing it up before we sign off today? I want to read it. You can vote now on the Twitter poll, by the way, at Rod Pedersen Show for the rock star of the day. Jason Strudwick, Tim Hunter, Reed Lowe, or Rich Sutter. I like the way that Clark categories everybody, compartmentalizes the guests. So it's a hockey day, it's a football day, it's a mishmash day, dog's breakfast day. Anyways, Sean Dahl in Saskatoon writes, just noticed the Flames jersey on the desk. That's awesome, Rod. Appreciate it because I know how much you hate the Flames. Hats off to you. I put that out there when the Tim Hunter interview was on. I've got literally every team under this desk. I could pull out anything at any time. I don't hate the Flames, certainly not anymore. There was a time that I did, but I'm just sitting here trying to figure out what's best for the show. Am I getting it along with Calgary? Am I not getting it along with Calgary? Am I getting it along with Hamilton and Winnipeg? Am I not? I don't know. It's hella fun trying to figure it out, though.
Oh, yeah.
Where this is going, because we have no idea. So I appreciate everybody joining us for coffee today. Those guests, of course, and we'll see you tomorrow at 10 a.m. Mountain for a Football Friday right here on Facebook Live.
You're watching Rod Pedersen On Demand. For more of The Rod Pedersen Show, visit rodpedersen.com or follow Rod Pedersen on social media.